Hey y'all, welcome back. You are cooking with Sheila in the Gangsta Goodies kitchen. I hope you're having a fabulous day, just as we are here in the kitchen. And I got my buddy Mike over here. You see, he keeps looking at me. So
yeah, I'm just checking it out. It's Mike P.
So Mike P is here today because he is, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. But you know, it's Kansas City, and we cannot kick off the holiday season. We're coming up on Easter and Memorial Day without barbecue. So we have, see, look at his shirt, Mike P, Kansas City. Opener for the Royals is next week, right?
That's right.
Awesome.
Right.
So Kansas City is all things barbecue, all things jazz. Kansas City Royals, Kansas City Chiefs. Because Mike P's a Chiefs fan. So, Mike, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Well, I'm Mike P from Mike P's Barbecue Sauces and Rubs. This is what I do.
So, Mike, what are you going to show everyone today?
I'm going to show everyone how to get your ribs prepared for the grill or smoker or oven, whichever way you want to prepare them.
Okay. So, what's the first thing that we're going to do?
First thing you're going to do is you're going to wash them. Make sure you always wash pork. You got chicken, beef, whatever. You want to always wash it first. And then you got to remove this membrane. A lot of people don't remove the membrane, so therefore you can't get your spices to go all the way through the meat.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to go ahead and remove it?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay,
let me step out of the way. So Mike P is using one of my Gunther Whalum knives. He's like, I like that. Yeah.
Got to make sure you have a good sharp knife. That's the worst thing you can have in the kitchen is a dull knife. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the knife. We're going to try to get up under the skin. You don't want to go all the way to the bone. You want to just get under that skin.
Okay. Kind of lift it up. Can you see that?
See that? You just
okay,
hear it,
so get under the skin. I can hear it pulling apart.
Yeah, you want to just get under there like that. Then, the trick to it, to make it easy, is a paper towel.
Really?
You take that paper towel, and then you can grab hold to it. See that? That makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Look at that. See how it
so
comes
to all of those people that were wondering why their ribs don't really have no flavor.
Yeah. You got it. You got to take it off.
You got to take the back membrane off.
Yeah.
Okay. That is good to know.
Some people don't. But you always want to take it off.
Okay.
And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to trim it.
Okay.
Like all this right here, trim that off.
Okay.
You want your ribs to look good.
Okay.
Uniform. See all this fat? You got to get all that off. Make sure.
Look at there. Okay.
Get it all off.
All right.
And then you're going to flip it over. You're going to do the same thing on the front. See this right here?
Okay.
It's just fat.
So you're just going to trim that off?
Yeah, you want to trim that off.
Okay.
You ain't going to get all the fat off of them. You don't want to get it all off. You want to just take the excess.
Okay.
Clean that up. And then you come down here on this end right here. So always, see that?
Okay.
You want to get that off.
Get all that off. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Get it good.
You're going to have our viewers ready for the grilling season.
This little bit will be fine because when you put it on the smoker or your grill, that's going to just actually basically melt away.
Okay.
Okay. Now they're ready for seasoning.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Mike, you ready to season them up for us?
This is Mike P's smoky bourbon. I always use a shaker, and you want to kind of hold it like 8 to 10 inches up away from the rib. And you want to kind of give it a good even coat.
And so why do you use a shaker? Why don't you just put it in a bowl and just
Well, the reason why you want to use a shaker is because you can get a good even coat. Now, if I just took it and I just dumped it on there, then it's not going to coat evenly. You're going to have a lot more, like little clumps of spice, and you don't want that. So you want to season it on the front as well as the back.
Got it.
What we're gonna do once we get that done, we're gonna turn it over. We're gonna flip this side. We're gonna do the same thing on the back.
Ah, okay.
You know, some people see this little fat right here and they say, "Oh, why you didn't get that off?" Well, the smoker's actually going to take care of that for you. You know, you want to just make sure you get that membrane off.
Okay.
You want to get it good and seasoned.
Okay. I see you're you're seasoning liberally.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so don't be stingy with the spices, y'all, when you get ready to do this at home.
The thing about Mike P's spices is they're not high in sodium, so you can use more than some of the stuff you might buy at your grocery store. A lot of those are high in sodium, so you have to kind of be careful what you use. But with this one, this is my smoky bourbon. This is the one that Clark Hunt, when he came to my tailgate, he loved these Mike P's ribs. You can go check that video out.
Okay, now tell the people who Clark Hunt is, because not everybody's from Kansas City.
Clark Hunt is the owner of the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, he came to Mike P's tailgate, and he was amazed of the flavor that these ribs are going to have.
Okay.
So this is your smoky bourbon.
And then you just pat it in.
Yeah, you can rub them in. You can pat it in. You don't really have to do too much. These spices penetrate and they do everything you need them to do.
Okay.
You see that?
Yes. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah. And if you see areas that you might have missed, you can hit them a little bit more.
Okay.
It ain't gonna hurt.
So then after you've got the seasonings all in there, then what are you gonna do with it?
You're gonna wrap these.
Okay.
And you want to put them in your refrigerator, the bottom refrigerator overnight. Next morning, wake up, throw them on your smoker, smoke them for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. You know, about 2:30, between 2:30 and 2:50, about 3 hours, and then they're ready to go.
They ready to go. Okay.
To go.
So we're gonna come back because Mike P brought some that he made already. So I get to taste them and I get to tell you guys how. Say it with me, y'all. Fire they are.
We already know they're gonna be fire.
Absolutely.
Mike P Smoky Bourbon. Remember that.
Okay, y'all. So now we have a slab of ribs that they're done. They're ready to eat. So Mike is going to show us how to cut those ribs.
Yeah.
So let's do it, Mike. So what we got to have first?
First of all, you want to make sure, like with ribs, the bones, sometimes they can go different ways. You want to kind of look at the back. You can kind of see where I'm going to cut. So you want to just check that out first.
Okay. And then you got to have a sharp what?
You got to have a sharp knife.
And look at that knife. That's a Gunther Whalum, y'all.
All right. Now, you got to make sure you have a good cutting board, a good sharp knife. Then you should be able to just cut straight through these ribs. That's those bones I was telling you about.
Okay.
But you got a good knife. It's going to
cut right through it. Okay.
Oh. No, it's a bone.
It's a bone going a different direction.
Easy way.
Okay.
Kind of just turn them over and cheat.
Okay, so especially for beginners like me, you turn that slab over so you can see those bones and you can see which direction you're cutting. So now we got these ribs all cut up. So is it okay if I try some?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so I'm gonna try one. Mike, get you some.
You know.
I know you cook them all the time, so you're like, I'm gonna get me a little bit of this sauce. This is the Mike P's original. It's my favorite one. So, and I always just put the sauce over to the side. I know I'm kind of weird like that. So, drum roll.
Let's see what this say about it. See, that's how you want your ribs. See that bite through? That right there. Yeah, take a picture of that. That's a perfect rib. You know,
Oh my God, you guys! You already know what I'm gonna say. It's fire! Oh my God, Mike P, these are awesome.
Smoky bourbon.
Smoky bourbon. Y'all remember that when you go and get Mike P's barbecue sauces and rubs. So, Mike, can you tell everyone how did you get started?
Well, I started cooking years ago, but as far as just making these rubs and sauces, it's been about a couple years. I like to tailgate, so I'm a big tailgater, and I just got tired of using everybody else's stuff, so I started making my own. And
I'm sorry, my mouth is full, but these ribs are fire, y'all.
yeah, so that's how I got started.
So you just said, you know what? I can do this. I can make my own sauces and rubs.
Really, it was my friends told me. They said, "Hey man, I had made some barbecue sauce," and they was like, "Man, this is good, man." And they kept coming by, and they was just like, "Hey man, let me get a jar of that sauce." And I'm like, "Man, you know how much these jars is costing me?" They was like, "Look, man, you need to sell this stuff." And I was like, "Nah, I can't sell it, man." He said, "No, seriously, it's that good. You need to sell it." So it's not even been 2 years ago. I sold my first jar of barbecue sauce, and after that, I mean, people won't let me stop.
Wow, awesome. Now tell me how, when you were growing up, the connection with your family and food. I understand you're the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
Okay, so
Of
what was
12.
it like? Of how many?
12.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't never cook growing up. So the first time I really had to cook was when I was in the Army. All my Army buddies used to say, "Oh, man, from Kansas City, he got to know how to barbecue." Didn't even have a clue. I was faking. But you know what? If you read it, the story's on the back of my bottles, so you got to buy the bottle to get the story. I ain't gonna tell you.
You not go, okay. Get the bottle, y'all, so you can know Mike P's story.
That's it.
So for your family, so food was, you know, with sisters and in the kitchen and.
I just used to walk through. I never, I knew what food was supposed to taste like. My mother's an excellent cook, and my grandmother, she was excellent. I mean, all of them can cook. The sisters is bad, man. So just going through the kitchen and just knowing what food's supposed to taste like, that's how I think I acquired the far as the seasoning. I mean, it's just a gift. That's all I can tell you. It's like something that I think God just blessed me with taste. So I can taste something and know, what's in it. That's just a gift that I have. And that's just how I come up with all different flavors for Mike P's rubs.
Okay. So, Mike, can you tell everybody where they can find your sauces and rubs at?
Yeah, right now we're not in any stores, and that's by choice. But you can get them on my website, www.mikepskc.com.
So when you say Mike P, so that's Mike PS.
PS.
KC.com.
That's it.
Okay. And so they can get them all there. And how many different sauces do you have?
Right now we got 4 that's on the website. We got a brand new one that's out, and it's called Mike P Sweet Brown Sugar. And then we got like 25 to 30 rubs. I lose count. I'm always in the lab. I call it the lab, and I'm always creating something new.
Okay. So, now let me make this clear that just because it's barbecue, that does not mean that I can't use your spices and rubs or anything else.
You can use this stuff on everything. You can use it from breakfast, lunch, or dinner, vegetables, meat, whatever, potato chips, popcorn. I mean, it's so many different ways of using Mike P's.
Okay.
I hear them all.
So. Awesome. So, thank you guys so much for sharing your afternoon with us, your morning with us. Again, we have Mike P, who is from Kansas City. And, I always tell you guys, Kansas City is one of the best kept secrets in this country. Lots of foodie stuff going on here, art. It's a very eclectic kind of place. So thank you, Mike, for joining us and showing us how to prepare a slab of ribs. And thank you for the ribs. Oh my, you guys, they are fire. I promise they're fire. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else you want to say before we leave?
Yeah. Let Mike P put some spice in your life.
Oh,
that's what I do.
Hey, Mike P said he's gonna put some spice in your life. Check him out, y'all. MikePSKC.com. Peace out, y'all. Thank you.